Hi, we're working on the Scratch Halloween project, and we want to add some scary music, okay? And this is a cool thing, and let's do it. So, um, the way we are doing this, if you can record an MP3, that's great. I think Scratch works better with something called a WAV file, WAV file, because it doesn't have to like uncompress it and run it and things like that. So if you can get your thing to a WAV file, I think you get better performance out of it. But an MP3 works fine. You can't have an entire symphony. You got to understand like this your project's being stored at MIT with a million of other projects by kids, adults, graphic designers actually use this. A lot of people use Scratch. So I'm not sure. I think the problem is that since you're running this through the cloud, if you have a really big sound file, it might cause problems. We've tried to do things in the past. We've tried to use really big epic music things, and that's caused some slowness. And so we're trying to avoid that because we're hoping to have like spend our time making fast-moving, cool games. So anyway, if you need music, we can like just search for scary music. Okay. Okay, and you can just see what comes up. One of the places that I look is I look for things on YouTube. YouTube is great, and there's a way to get the soundtrack out of YouTube. So this seems darn scary. But one of the things too is that unless you have special software, like here's the thing, I'm using free stuff. This thing's 59 minutes long. Scary, but 59 minutes long. So that's not good for our free services. If you have your own services, taking something that's an hour long probably isn't a problem. But we're looking for like I don't know, we're looking for kind of like 5 minutes of music or something like that. But I'm gonna go look for this. But what we can get out of a YouTube video is something that's under 20. All right, so I'm gonna look like this. I have a search like that goes like this for scary Halloween music for under 20 minutes. And we found this last class. We thought this was good. This seems darn scary. Okay, some other scary stuff up here. But that's good. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get this. I want to take this. Let me turn it down a little bit. What I want to do is I want to capture this in a MP3 project. I want to get it out of its video. Okay, form. It's right now it's like video and music, and that's not good to me. And I need to get just the sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Go to the shared link, and I'm going to copy it. Okay. Okay. Um, Luckily for us, and this hasn't ever been shut down by anybody, and it's wonderful. There is a feature, or there's a program that you can use called YouTube to MP3. Okay, and it does conversions. Okay, so we like this. Okay, so and there's other ones too, but I use this one all the time, and it's very reliable and good, and so it's fine. So what I did is I pasted the the uh, the site to the YouTube video in the YouTube MP3 converter, and I converted it. So see what happens? Like when it finds it, it uses the picture, which is great. Okay, it can do it because it's under 20 minutes. This has a 20-minute limit, so if you have something over 20 minutes, it'll give you like an error. But this is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it. This is what you should do too. If you find some cool music, download it. Okay, not in the Java. I have a file. Let me see. I'm keeping some Halloween files here. Okay, so I've got this, and I've got longer background sounds. That's us. I'll just put this in here. It's a bit horror. It's also so long. See, like that. You don't really want that. Okay, so that's what's going on. So now I've got this 17-minute long MP3 thing. Okay, which is cool. Okay, so if I play it and I open it, it'll play. I could load this right up to Scratch. Okay. And the question is, do I want to? And what can I do to improve my life? Because what's going to happen is we're going to have the more sprites we have, the more resources that takes up, and that's something that we want to. So you can play it like a little. Right now it's loading in iTunes. You can see it. You can hear it. Right? It's back. Scary. Right? Okay. You can hear it. But what I want to do is maybe I want to cut it down a little bit, okay? And I'm doing this to save myself trouble, like in the um, down the road, okay? So I'm gonna look for free uh, online audio editor, I guess. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay, there's a couple of ones that I know of. Okay, there's a thing called Twisted Wave that I use. Okay, and it seems pretty good. And for what we're doing, we're just kind of making kind of a quick sort of cut of it. Okay, so this is Twisted Wave. What you can do is you can get an account, okay? And if you get an account, you get more privileges and stuff like that. And accounts are good, but even if you don't if you don't want to get an account, that's okay. So I'm doing it this way. I'm going to upload a file, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the folder that carried my Halloween sounds, okay? Where did I put it? Longer ones here. And I have this track that I made that's 17 minutes of horror, right? There it is. I have another copy of it, but there it is. Okay, and what will happen is it'll pop it up, and it gives me this. Okay, and it's telling me a couple of things. Well, like one, since I have the free version, it only does 5 minutes, and another thing too is it changed it into monophonic sound instead of stereo, which like stereos use and stuff like that. But that's fine for what we're doing. Okay, I don't want to purchase stuff. I'm gonna cancel that. But this is what I got. Okay, this is like for free. Okay, it's good. So what it does is it shows me this is the entirety of my song right here. Okay, this is what it looks like, all like scrunched up. And what happens is it creates this like little window where you can look at it, right? But one of the things you can look at is like the pattern that you see in the waves. These are all like this has got to be pretty much this. The magical thing about music, like see this, that's probably this over here again, okay? And there might be a couple of other things over here, but this looks very similar to this, doesn't it? So one of the things we can do is like we don't need all of it. Really, probably we just need like this part and this part, and then if we just repeat it, it's going to be pretty much the same thing, and nobody's really going to care because it's background music. Okay, so what we can do is we can start cutting it. I'm going to go like this. Let me see if I can get that cutter thing. What's going on here? Let's see. I don't want to loop it. I want to go like this. Oh, I guess I have to cut it down here. Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna squish it up. Okay, and I'm gonna go like this, and then select this part of it and just cut it. Okay. So then I have this. Okay, which is okay. I think what we did in class, I'm shrinking it with the mouse. I kind of cut this because I think this is just like disturbance stuff. Sometimes the ends of these things are like scratchy. Okay, and so now I have this, and if I play it, it's going to sound okay. See? It's still good. But it's a lot shorter. Okay? So let me see if I can move the head down here. So you still play it, it's still okay. And what it'll do is it'll kind of link up. See? Okay, so that's not bad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download it. Okay? So, and this is great because what I can do is I can do it as wave. Okay? So I'm going to call this like short Halloween music. Okay? Something like that. Okay? I like that. I'm going to do this. We did this in class. This is what's going on. I'm going to put it in with this other stuff. That's okay. And I'm going to get a wave file. So it's something that I wanted. Plus, it's shorter and it's in a form that's better for me to use. Okay, for myself. Okay, for my program. Okay. So now I got this background thing. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to the stage and try to upload it. So I'm going to the sounds get associated with like a sprite. So the sprite can make a sound. Background can make a sound. Actually, I could probably run it off of this. I'm going to run it off the stage in case I need it for something else. But what I'm going to do is going to upload from sound, okay, or from file. And here is our short Halloween music wave, okay. It'll perform better if it's in a wave. If you don't have it a wave, it's okay, okay. But see how fast it loaded? If you have an MP3, it has to kind of convert it and uncompress it and stuff like that, okay. So if you play it, there we go. It's all set, right? So I've got this sound now attached to my file, right? Okay. Another fun thing that we did in class is that we took the whole thing. and we reversed it is what we did. We can just like Control A. Let me see. Command A. Yep, there we go. Go like this, and all we're going to do is going to reverse it. We'll see what happens now. Go to the beginning. Tap the playhead here. Still scary, so we like it. I think we like that. Okay, so now this is my sound, okay? So if I want to use the sound, I'm going to go to the script here, okay? And what I can do is, if I wanted this to just play, I could go to here, right? Oh, sounds. So go to sound. Okay. I could just play this, okay? There's two options for this. You want to use the play until done with something like this, okay? You also want to be very like able to kind of stop all the sounds and things like that, okay? So what I want to do is I want to go like this, okay? And I'm just going to start this thing, okay? And then we have a broadcaster for change scene, and that was the thing. See, this thing says change the scene. So what I want to do is when I see change the scenes, I want to kind of stop the sound, okay? So let's see if this is going to work, and that'll kind of run our thing. We don't have to do much more with it, and let's see if this will do what we want. Okay, so ready, go. So that's good, and then boom, and that's great because then we can start something else, or we could restart our scene, or we could keep it going, and stuff like that. But this you can just use this. I want to use this to do this. You might do something like this too. We might you could go like this. This would also kind of work. We could keep the repeat. Let's see if this works. Okay, I'll try this one more thing. We're gonna use our repeat until the scene number becomes bigger than 0. Okay, there we go. Okay, ready, go. I got faces. Okay, ready, go. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me see where to stop it. Ready, stop. Okay, so that works. This might be the thing too, because if you run this, this is sort of better because it'll keep looping. Like if somebody walked away from the thing, or you have a very long beginning background or something, it'll keep it going. And that might be something you want to do.